Hello and welcome to Miami Dolphins football here on the San Mario Sports Network. I am your host Kai, and we are bringing you Miami Dolphins football here in sunny Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami Gardens, Florida. Miami Dolphins wearing those throwback uniforms as the Buffalo Bills are wearing the white and blue, or really you can call them white and kind of purplish a little bit. But the Dolphins will be coming out of their orange tunnel as usual. Leading the way is Baker Mayfield and some of the rooks, but then you got Ndamukong Suh coming out on his own, leading the charge. And then as well as Ndamukong Suh comes Chris Long as the starters got introduced earlier today. You see Long there before Suh, and Long is ready to go, and he's making sure that Adam Gase knows that he is ready to go. And you see Sean McDermott had a pretty okay year last year. He got his team to the playoffs. But at the same time, a lot of controversy at the quarterback position, as well as a lot of, did he make the right decision type of, I guess you could say, speaking for most parts. But he is in a position to kind of bring his Bills back into the know, as they are 1-3 and the Dolphins are 2-2. But Cody Parkey's going to get week number 5 underway here in sunny Miami Gardens, and back to return is Tre'Davious White. But he will take a kneel, and out will come the starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor comes out and is once again the starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills with the 21st and 22nd pick of the NFL draft. They didn't pick a quarterback, but they got some help in the backfield, and of course, he's got a good tight end receivers. This Dolphins defense is not the same defense as last year. They do have Raekwon McMillan, or as a lot of people like to call him, Baquan McMillan, back in the fold here, as well as having Rashad Jones, Xavier Howard, TJ McDonald, and good old Tony Lippett. So 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for Tyrod Taylor and the Bills. Making an audible change. He has Sean McCoy in his backfield. He'll hand it off to McCoy, and McCoy will go nowhere as he is stopped by Kiko Alonso. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Two tight ends set. Probably be a run here, and it is run up the middle to Sean McCoy again. This time, that one is Devon Godchaux, who is there for the stop after a gain of 1. 39 to 26. Could be a quick 3 and out here for the Dolphins. Tyrod Taylor running, but he's going to run into Chris Long. Oh, actually, that's Rashad Jones who came in on the blitz. So just like that, it's a quick 1-2-3, and the Dolphins are going to get the ball here. Very impressive start for the Dolphins offense, and a great punt return puts them at the 46-yard line in Bills territory already. Handed off to Jeremy Hill. Hill going to break a couple tackles, but get down to the 42. Now Hill had a good game last week. Probably should have done a little bit better, but had a good game for the volume of carries. He was the workhorse. He gets another handoff here and going to get stopped at the 40-yard line. So 2 rushes, 5 yards. He's heard some comments rumbling in the Dolphins YouTube world saying he should be benched, and he's going to try to come out and do something. Tannehill drop back to pass. Beautiful protection. He's going to roll out, finds a man that's open, and that's Kenny Stills who dives out for the pass. If Tannehill got to him a little earlier, Stills could have probably taken that yard, but he lays out and gets a beautiful reception there. But that'll bring us to a 3rd and 10 after a couple of incompletions at the 17-yard line. Tannehill play actions and a drop back to pass. Looking, fires Kyle Juszczyk, and not going to get much. Juszczyk will get down to the 14, and that one will bring up a Cody Parkey field goal attempt. Mayfield to hold, Parkey to kick, and that one is through the uprights and good. Dolphins lead 3-0. 1st and 10 for Tyrod Taylor and the Bills at the 25-yard line. Looking to make something happen here. He's going to have no back in the backfield. Drop back to pass. Looking. Blitz is coming. He's going to roll out and get sacked by Charles Harris, who's been having a very good year so far within 5 games. Taking over that starting role as Cameron Wake did retire. 2nd and 18. Double screen. This one at Benjamin, though, and that one is going to be a quick gain of 15. Now to bring up a 3rd and 4 at the 31-yard line. Taylor has back in the backfield, 2 tight end set. We saw a run up the middle the first time. Let's see if we see anything different. Same play, but no, it's a play action, and Raekwon McMillan doesn't get faked. And that one is a sack. On the play action, Raekwon McMillan knew that it wasn't going to be a run up the middle. Even if it was, he had both stopped. That is a 3rd sack and only 2 drives for the Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A little bit of wildcat. And this one to Akrum Wadley. Wadley gets a good block by Deion Sims. Akrum Wadley makes a man miss. Akrum Wadley breaks up another tackle, and the rookie out of Iowa breaks off a 26-yard gain. Nice job by the rookie Akram Wadley. 2nd and 5 for Tannehill and the Dolphins. Drop back to pass. Looking. Pressure's coming. He's got a fire. Great pickup block by Jeremy Hill, as Tannehill could have been sacked for more, probably 15, 16, maybe even 17 yards on the play. 3rd and 5 at the 45-yard line. Tannehill calling a couple changes. Drops back to pass. Looking. Gonna fire that one. A dot to set devolve. Could have been picked. Tannehill's got to watch those throws. But so far, so good. Keeping the ball in the hands of the offense. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Tannehill going to hand the ball off to Jeremy Hill. Hill has a blocking up front. Hill needs set devolve to get that one, and devolve can't get it. If he was able to get that block, Jeremy Hill goes yard for that one. 1st and 10 now at 20, and Tannehill going to be sacked by Brown at the 30-yard line on the middle linebacker blitz, bringing up a 2nd and 20 for the Miami Dolphins. Play action for the Dolphins, and Tannehill rolling, going to set his feet, fire to Kenny Stills, and Stills, did he catch it? He did. The tiptoe play by Kenny Stills. The Bills challenged it, but they lost. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. One receiver set, pressure's coming. Kenny, ooh! Ryan Tannehill going to fire to Kenny Stills. It didn't even look like he was looking for that one, but it looked like he was going to expect it in a second. Great press off the line by Tre'Davious White, but not enough, as the Dolphins are going to try to look to go up 10-0. Pulled by Mayfield, kicked by Parkey. This is a 10-0 ball game. The Dolphins have the 4th best offense in the league, and they're looking to try to show why they have such a good one. Getting towards the end of the 1st quarter, Miami Dolphins 10, Buffalo Bills 0. We'll see you after this break. We're bringing back to Miami Dolphins football, and I'd always like to remind you that this one is sponsored by Trigger 305, Miami's finest podcast, bringing the best opinions in all of South Florida. As well as this, we bring you the Miami Dolphins podcast every Monday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tyrod Taylor rolling, and he is going to get caught quickly after a gain of about 3 on the play. So bring up a 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line for Tyrod Taylor and the Bills. 2-back set. Taylor will hand this off to LaShawn McCoy. McCoy will meet Kiko Alonso. 3rd and 5 at the 35-yard line for the Bills. Matt Milano and Raekwon McMillan, as well as Kiko Alonso. That one a draw, and Raekwon McMillan read that one perfectly and stops Corey Clement for a gain of only 1. Out to kick. I believe this is Steven Hauschka on a 4th and 4 at the 34, probably around a 45-yard, 54-yard kick. Pulled by Nathan Peterman, and the kick is through the uprights. Good. Probably could have been good from around 60. Nice job there. I believe that's a 54-yard field goal. Could have been a little bit less, maybe around a 47. 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line for Tannehill. He's going to hand off Jeremy Hill. Hill has some room in front of him. Jeremy Hill trucks through one man. They get stopped by the other. Jeremy Hill, 8 rushes for 47 yards. Putting up a little bit of a clinic so far. Hasn't broken out a lot of those huge plays, but he's broken up a couple. Play action. Great pickup there by Hill. He's going to fire to Devontae Parker, though, is Tannehill. And that one very quickly into the goal. I mean, this one is a great job by the Dolphins, but a holding play is going to put them back to the 15. Jeremy Hill going to try to get stopped. Breaks off a couple tackles. Gets to the 8. And it looks like Tannehill's calling for some play, for some no huddle here. He sees something he likes. He's going to call a draw for Jeremy Hill. The blitz comes, and Jeremy Hill has a wide open lane for a touchdown. The Dolphins are up 17-3. Very interesting by Tannehill to call the no huddle on that play and then switches it from that inside zone to a draw. Notice that they were going to try to blitz. I don't know how he did. That was a very smart read by Ryan Tannehill. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line for the Dolphins, or excuse me, for the Bills. And Tyrod Taylor, no back set on that 2nd and 6. He's going to look to run immediately. And Tyrod Taylor going to get met. He fumbles the ball. That was Stephon Anthony that got him. And the recovery is by Charles Harris. Sure seems like life comes at you fast when you're Tyrod Taylor. You might be able to move those legs, but you can't lose the football. 1st and 10. Tannehill dropping back to pass. He's looking, had a man open, but didn't fire. And they get sacked by Aaron Lynch. Really just Aaron Lynch, but you know. Second 18 at the 48. Sims is in motion. They're in a halfback toss. This one off to Jeremy Hill. And going to get stopped quickly by Aaron Lynch. It's 3rd and 22 at the 48-yard line. 2 seconds before the 2-minute warning. They'll hike it at the 2-minute warning. And they're going to run some play action here. Tannehill got to roll out. Tannehill gets sacked. Essentially could have just thrown that one and risked the pick or the incompletion. Would have been just a punt. But now it's a 4th and 32 for the Miami Dolphins. Ugh. A little bit of an awkward situation there for the Dolphins. As we bring up the 2-minute warning, Dolphins up 17-3. Bringing it back to Hard Rock Stadium, the Dolphins 17-3. They got the 4th best offense in the NFL, but they're 2-2. I believe they have the 14th best defense. 1st and 10 at the 21, 14 seconds remaining. The handoff to LaShawn McCoy, and that's going to go nowhere. Buffalo not going to try to score here. And when time eventually dwindles down, it'll bring us to halftime. The Dolphins will be up 17-3, and it's going to be very interesting. 17-3 is the score at halftime. The Dolphins have played a very complete game on offense and defense. See if they can keep it up in the second half, though, as it seems like in their games at Hard Rock Stadium, they have gone up and have forfeited leads. The same thing going away we saw in Detroit. So let's see if the Dolphins can keep this lead this time and not give it up. They need to become more of a championship caliber team. Maybe the throwback uniforms will help them. They are even on offense with 90 passing yards and 90 rushing yards. We'll see what they can do here coming out of the half. We bring it back to Miami Dolphins football, and it is a 1st and 10 at the 18 after a great return by the Bills. And LaShawn McCoy is going to run it through for a touchdown. Just like that, pretty much. And we're only, 7 seconds into the second half, and the Bills scored. Interesting, I know. 3rd and 3 for the Dolphins, and Tannehill fired to Jeremy Hill. Hill gonna make a man miss. Hill bursts off a couple more tackles. Couldn't get away from number 52 there, but could have gone yard. Tannehill only incomplete on 4 of his pass attempts. 2nd and 15 at the 42. We got our first sighting of Deontay Burnett. Will the ball go to him? Yep, it will. Deontay Burnett down at the 35-yard line. His first reception of the game and his first snap of the game as well. Very interesting there. 3rd and 8 at the 35-yard line. Burnett in again for this one. Tannehill going to fake the play action there and going to draw back to pass. Looking. He's still looking. Going to fire on the run to Deontay Burnett, who falls backward after the catch and flips over Tre'Davious White, the man out of LSU. But that one is a 23-yard reception for Deontay Burnett. Now a 3rd and 8 at the 10-yard line for the Dolphins and Tannehill. Got Burnett in motion. Tannehill going to drop back to pass. He has a man open. That's Deon Sims. He's going to miss him, though. Tannehill instead going to decide to run and then bounces away from Sims. He had Sims open on a quick little 5 and in, but didn't get the ball to him. Now 4th and 4, they'll set up for a field goal. Oh, it's a fake. Cody Parkey looking to throw, but Cody Parkey gets sacked. That would have been super interesting. They had Laramie Tunsil open on the play, but Parkey does get sacked. Imagine if that was a touchdown. 1st and 10, 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third. A lot of 3 and outs in this third quarter, so we weren't able to show you guys all of them. Or else this would be way too long. At the 30, and Tyrod Taylor going to try to run. He gets sacked, though, and then fumbles the ball, and Raekwon McMillan picks it up. That was Devon Godchild that got it, and Raekwon McMillan is the one who recovers. Eesh. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Tannehill dropping back to pass, looking, fires. That one's Deontay Burnett. Deontay Burnett has 2 men in front of him. He makes 2 of them, miss on a spin, and gets tackled by the other. Tannehill still only 5 incompletions. A very, Very good game for Ryan. And this one going to be Akram Wadley for the inside draw, or really the inside zone. And as a second rushing touchdown on the day for the Dolphins. Seth DeVolve hyping the rookie up. He has been very good. I mentioned this in last week's video, that if it wasn't for the Dolphins signing Jeremy Hill, Akram Wadley could possibly be Rookie of the Year on offense, you know, for the league, despite the fact that Deontay Burnett is there. But he has been a very efficient runner on his limited carries. But after a very short third quarter for us, we bring it to the end of the third. It's 24-10, Dolphins up in this one. Miami Dolphins lead 24-10 here in the third, or excuse me, now in the fourth quarter. And it is Buffalo Bills ball at the 47-yard line. Going to try to make something work. Tyrod Taylor, John Match passes, and instantly for the run and gets sacked by Chris Long. Long has been a very nice pickup for the Miami Dolphins. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line. Tyrod Taylor and John Match pass. That's Willie Snead. And that one will go for no gain. Well, I mean, it goes for a gain, but really no gain if you want to think about that. 3rd and 6 at the 49-yard line. And a draw to LaShawn McCoy. McCoy going to try to make a man miss, and he does, but gets tackled by Raekwon McMillan. LaShawn McCoy, 8 rushes for 38 yards on the day. He does have a touchdown, but wow. 4th and 1. They're going to hand off to McCoy, and that one's inside right up the middle. Just as I say that McCoy only had 38 yards, he gets 10 on the play. After a 5-yard Willie Snead reception, it's a 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line. No back in the backfield. Tyrod Taylor getting pressure quickly. That one, Charles Harris. He gets the sack. Could have probably gotten the strip. That is his 3rd sack on the day. Charles Harris, have yourself a day, young man. 3rd and 13 at the 37-yard line. Tyrod Taylor getting blitzed, and that time it's Chris Long. The ball's on the ground. Another fumble and another recovery for Raekwon McMillan. That is the 3rd fumble of the day by Tyrod Taylor. And the 2nd fumble recovery for Raekwon McMillan, who also has 5.5 tackles. Nice job by him. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A different formation. They'll hand it off to Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback. Juszczyk has been a very interesting acquisition for the Dolphins. They use him in the passing game, the running game, blocking, everything like that. But productive. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line. Juszczyk back in the backfield there. Got Jeremy Hill behind him. The Dolphins will run a toss. Nice job. Juszczyk is going to lead the way here. Jeremy Hill got a truck to a man. That was Micah Hyde. And Jeremy Hill got nothing but green in front of him. No one's going to catch him. Kyle Juszczyk there to cheer him on after the big score. His 2nd touchdown of the day. And that one was a long one. And folks, it looks like this one is going to be put in the books if Cody Parkin can make this one. I mean, it's probably put in the books anyways, but it'll be a 21-point lead. A 3-score game with 8 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. Doesn't look like the Bills have a chance to come back in this one. 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line. Tyrod Taylor, 3 wide receiver set, tight end, and LaShawn McCoy in the backfield. That throw, if it was on target, would have probably been picked off by Raekwon McMillan. Great coverage on the drag, which will bring up a 3rd and 9 at the 37-yard line. 3 wide receivers set. 1 tight end is Clay and McCoy. McCoy's going to stop and block. They got a lot of people blocking for Tyrod. Tyrod's going to try to run, and the Dolphins dropped 3 men into I guess a QB spy there. Very interesting stuff. 4th and 6 at the 34. 3 linebackers. You got Zay Jones there. Look at what the Dolphins are doing. The Dolphins are setting pressure. And this one's going to be passed, but Chris Long can't get there. No one's going to get there. And they're going to get the completion at the 15. We bring up another 4th and 7 here at the 12. And it's going to be a false start on the offense. Great call by the referee. Now it's a 4th and 12. 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining at the 17-yard line. This game's pretty much over, but a score can be garbage time money. And that one's going to go to Snead, and no one gets there in time. No one knocks it down. And that is a touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, technically, they're still in the game. They have 3 timeouts remaining, 3 minutes, 11 seconds. They'll probably try an onside kick here. If they get it and score quickly, they can probably kick it off. They got the 3 timeouts. I mean, theoretically, it's possible, but they need this onside kick. Hauschka will kick it. That goes right to Chase Allen. And Allen going to try to run it and gets to the 33-yard line. So pretty much game over. 2-minute warning here. The Dolphins just have to run out the clock. Hand it off to Jeremy Hill, and Hill going to get stopped quickly. That'll be the first timeout after a loss of 3. Now 2nd and 13 at the 26-yard line for the Dolphins, and Tannehill drop back to pass this time. Tannehill getting blitz, throws after getting hit to Deontay Burnett, who makes a man miss. Breaks up another tackle. Deontay Burnett will score. He dives into the end zone. Not even a dive, that's a leapfrog into the end zone. That is his 5th receiving touchdown this season. He's had a receiving touchdown in every single game, pretty much. He's had a receiving touchdown every game. I mean, what a pickup. And God, what a throw by Tannehill. He was being hit and still got that one off. I mean, ouch. But Deontay Burnett jukes this man. And then just Zach Brown can't get there. And yeah. You just feel bad for the dudes because he just kind of leapfrogged right into the end zone. Look at that pylon cam. Woo! Jeez, what a play by Deontay Burnett. I mean, that guy's got to be Rookie of the Year. PAT is up and good. This is again a 21-point game. A minute remaining. 3rd and 4 at the 28. I mean, can we say that this game is over? Because this game is over. 3rd and 4. Tyrod Taylor dropping back to pass. He's going to quickly throw, and it's picked off by Xavier Howard. Can he run it back? Get a block, Xavier. Get a block. Chase Allen gets there. And Xavier Howard gets tackled at the 25-yard line. So now it's just going to come down to a couple. Xavier Howard, an interesting character. That wasn't like the coolest celebration after picking something off. But I mean, hey, you know, you got to pick. You got to give it to him. I mean, it was a good pick, too. He definitely ran the route for the receiver. But, you know, you got to give it to him. He's got, hey, DB's got hands, too. 2nd and 11. The Dolphins really just need to run this out. See what they're going to do here. Tannehill going to drop back to pass, actually. Tannehill looking. He's going to fire for Kenny Stills, who catches it. Man, what a way to rub it into the defense. Tannehill 22 for 29 and 2 touchdowns. He's going to kneel it with 1 second remaining. And the Miami Dolphins will improve to 3-2 on the season. What a job as the Bills fall to 1-4. What a game for the Dolphins. I mean, we talk about how they've been giving up leads in the first, quarter of the season. And to start the second quarter of the season off the right way, just what a job by the Dolphins. You got 4 quarters. You got to make them all work. And they start off the second quarter right. Hopefully we can go into next week's game and not get killed, not get, murdered basically in the game. The Dolphins want to come out with wins and wins only. But this one is a very nice win. The Dolphins were 4-2 last season before finishing 6-10. This season they're 3-2. Can they get a win next week and keep it rolling, or will they lose next week and end up falling? We'll have to see there. But regardless, it's been good games. Last week against the Bears, they didn't give up a lead. Now this week against the Bills, they didn't give up a lead. So we'll have to see what happens. You need the Dolphins to continue to improve. You need the Dolphins to continue to show that their offense is capable of running what Adam Gase wants. And that's really the big thing here. The offense needs to run what Adam Gase wants. But big news coming out of Dolphins camp, as they are and have actually agreed to a contract extension with Devontae Parker. This one around, my sources are telling me it's around a 4-year deal, approximately around $33 million, with incentives built into it if he can reach, I believe it is 100 receptions in the next 2 years, and then also 20 touchdowns. I believe he gets an extra $5 million if he gets 20 touchdowns by the time he hits 27. So we'll have to have a good year this year and a good year next year. But a couple of incentives this year: 28 receptions, 323 yards. He's averaging 11.5. He only has 1 touchdown through 5 games, but he's still been productive. He's been acting as the number 1 since Jarvis is gone. And for those of you, to get into the Madden side of this and not go into the, me acting like a broadcaster, the Madden side of this, number 1s never really get open. It's always the number 2s and the slots. So it should be interesting. But we're hoping for more. He hasn't had bad games either. He's played all 5 games, which is good. He hasn't been injured. That's the thing that we really want to harp on. He has not been injured all year. And when we break down his game stats, 8 for 89, 755, 6 for 81, 4 for 53, and 3 for 45. He hasn't had bad games. Now we want to get that long passing game down. but he hasn't had bad games. He hasn't performed bad. He has been good, and that's what we want to see. And that contract is very beneficial for the Dolphins up until that 5th year. So in that 5th year, it gets around $9 million, but that's good. We also get news that they've agreed to a contract extension with Bobby McCain. This one a little bit less, around $28 million, but they get him re-signed as well. So good news coming out of Dolphins camp as we segue into week 6 against the Tennessee Titans. The Dolphins, they've beat the Titans 2 years in a row. Can they make it 3 years in a row? Guys, I hope you did very much enjoy this video. Week number 6 will be out Thursday. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I will try to get week number 7 out on Friday, depending on what I can edit. This is being edited and recorded Sunday night. Well, I edited it in the morning. I'm just recording it Sunday night. And I'm going to try to edit week 6 tonight and then record it tomorrow morning. And then see if I can try to get week number 7 edited and recorded anytime either tomorrow or sometime throughout the week. But I hope you guys did very much enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed the Dolphins podcast yesterday. And I hope you're just enjoying the content here on the channel. And I hope you guys can stick around for the long haul as we're trying to get to the offseason here. There have been a lot of high-scoring games. I'm going to try to make this quick because the time's running down on me. There have been a lot of high-scoring games, but it's been fun. I'm in week 13 right now, and I've just been having more fun than I've had in a long time with Madden. There's a lot of high-scoring games coming, guys, but trust me, the games are exciting, the games are fun, and it's entertaining. I hope you guys did very much enjoy this video. I will see you guys next time, and as always, peace. Keyboard.